Hi guys, Pierre here from Fluent Friends, and today we're going to be learning Yoruba. Hi guys, how's it going? Pierre here. We're learning Yoruba today. It's a language that is very dear to me. It's my parents, perhaps their second language, and it's a very amazing language. I love it. Very rich in culture, very rich culture, very rich language. So today we're going to be learning the basics. For you Yoruba speaking people out there, I just want you guys to know we're trying to open this up to a lot of other people to learn. So I might not go as in depth as they need to at this point, but we are working towards that. As you guys interact in the comments below, please help each other out. Please be a fluent friend. Please. Now, the Yoruba language is a very rich language, very rich culture. It comes from the area of Nigeria. There are three main tribes or three main languages in Nigeria. Of course, there's hundreds, there's a whole bunch more. And for those who are not the major tribes, please don't be angry with me. I still love you, but you know what I'm trying to say. So you have the HAUSA, which is in the northern part. You have the Igbo, which is more towards the east. And you have southeast. And you have the Yoruba, which is more towards the southwest. So the Yoruba language is a very common language. A lot of our presidents that we've had in Nigeria have been Yoruba. We've also had Hausa presidents, and we've also had Igbo presidents. So now I'm going to teach you some basic phrases. So to say hello, or how are you? Hello, how are you? Basically, what you say in our culture, we have a very high emphasis on respect. If someone is visually older than you, you use the word eh. Eh means it's someone that's older. It's kind of like the word thou in English or thee in English. We try not to. We show a lot of respect in someone who's older, and we also show the proper respect with someone who's younger. Usually, with someone who's younger, we use the word o. So with the person who's older, we use the word eh. So for example, you want to say good morning. We say the word for that is KARO. That means good morning. And then you also have good afternoon, which means ASAN. That's good afternoon. And then you now have good evening, which is KALE, which means good evening. Now, those phrases, in actuality, they're actually condensed. It really is ekwale, ekwosan, ekwaro, but they're condensed. So for now, we just work with the condensed version. We'll uncondense them later. Now, so to say hello, how are you is, ekaro. That's for someone who's older than you. For someone who might be younger than you, you can just say karo. We just take the e out of it, and it's just karo or kasan or kale. And that's just how you would speak to someone who's younger than you. Typically in the Yoruba culture, the women courtesy, and the men, they bow or they prostrate on the ground to show respect, especially to our elders. That's just kind of how we are. In our culture as well, if you're being upbraided for something, you try not to look at the person directly in the eyes. That could be a sign of defiance. Here, it's opposite in America. When you're being upbraided for something, you look someone directly in the eyes, because when you look away or you're trying to explain yourself, it might look like you're lying. So there's some cultural differences and some cultural little nuances and stuff that you'll find out and things that you'll learn. Typically, Yoruba people and Nigerians in general and foreigners in general, they understand that other people that are learning their language don't really know it, and they probably won't hold these things against you as heavy as someone who was a native language speaker. Now, another thing we can say is, how are you? And we say, usually with how are you, we just say, baoni, we say baoni. Now, you notice the word o, that is, yes, you normally use to denote someone who is on someone who's younger. So I would say baoni to someone who is younger, but to someone who is older, I say something like this, shewa. Now you notice the that means the So I say like, shewa, that means, are you okay? Are you doing all right? That means shewa. That's kind of the It's a little bit more formal versus baoni, which is, how are you? A little bit more lower. You notice the O in that. Another thing that we also like to say is thank you. Again, you have the O and the When you're speaking to someone who's older, you say eshe. That means eshe, esheun, eshe, thank you. And if you want to talk about someone who is younger, you say oshe, oshe. That means thank you. And then to say, I can speak Yoruba, or I can speak Yoruba a little bit, the way that goes actually, the way that's really translated, the way we would say that is I understand Yoruba, and so you say Mogbo Yoruba, Mo is me. So Mogbo, Bo is to listen. Yoruba is the language. That means Bo is to listen or to understand, which means I understand Yoruba. Now, when you want to say a little bit, you say die or die. So Mogbo Yoruba die or Mogbo Yoruba die, which means I can understand Yoruba a little bit. And when you say something like that, the average Yoruba person is like, okay, I understand what you're saying, and they can try to work with you or speak a broken form of English with you to get you to where you ought to be. If you want to say goodbye, you say odaro, which means I'll see you the next morning. Aro means morning. Asan, afternoon. Ale means night. So odaro, odiaro. Again, we had to narrow that down to odaro, which means goodbye or until the morning, So that's some very basic phrases in Yoruba. You want to go out there and practice that with somebody and try that with somebody. Here's another phrase actually for you. What is your name? Now to say what is your name, you would say to someone who is younger than you would say kiloruko, which means what is your name? But to someone who's older than you, you say kiloruko, which means what is your name to someone who's older than you. And you always want to take a very adoptive, humble pose when you're speaking with someone who's older than you, especially if they're a grandmother or a grandfather. You don't just say, oh, kilorukoyi, you kind of, kilorukoyi, in a very kind of that's the way our culture is. We have very high levels of respect for our grandfathers, grandmothers, and our elders. So hopefully you can try this out. Start out here. This is very, very basic, but this is a good place to start. You can check out Kayode Oyinbo and Titi Oyinbo. Oyinbo means white / American / foreigner / Westerner. It could mean a variety of things, but these are a couple of kids, I think from London probably, maybe one's from London, one's from England, but they came to Nigeria, they learned the Yoruba language, and they speak it extremely fluently, so they became really popular back there. So shout out to Kayode Oyinbo, shout out to Titi Oyinbo. Oyinbo níbo ló ń lọ, Oyinbo níbo fi ń ṣáná, Oyinbo níbo ti ń jó, mo ti kọ́ gbogbo kìíní yẹn. So I'm sorry later. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks again. Yoruba 101, Fluent Friends. See ya. Speaking of learning languages, you'll never believe these 3 easy tips to boost your language acquisition skills. Head on over to fluentfriendsonline.com, sign up, and we will send you an exclusive video. This is not on YouTube, and best of all, it's free, directly into your inbox. If you like what you're seeing so far, subscribe, hit the like button, thumbs up, thumbs down. If you want to see that exclusive video, the link is in the description below. Thanks again for watching. Spasiba, arigato, kamsamida, oshe, shia. Bye.